Hey there, lucky stars. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Let's start here with a timeless reading. Timeless meeting, no matter when you might come across this reading, regardless of date or time, and it resonates with you, it is for you. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a big shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump right in, see what you need to know, what messages need to come through for you, lucky stars. All right. Wow. Okay, and we're going to get a couple more. That's too many. Oh my goodness, jumping cards. Ooh, interesting. And at the bottom, you've got the Two of Cups. So let's go ahead and jump right in and see. So you've got gratitude as the pointer card, the overarching card. So you may really need to focus in on, put your attention on gratitude, feelings of abundance, feelings of thankfulness for everything around you, for what you have already received, for what you are manifesting. Gratitude plays such a big part when we are thankful, right, for what it is that we already have, for what it is that we are manifesting. We call more things into us. Also, with a grateful heart brings that appreciation, brings that happiness, brings that joy. No matter what is going on around us, we can shift into a state of gratitude, a feeling of gratitude, a feeling of thankfulness, a feeling of abundance, and really begin to shift or turn things around for ourselves. It's beautiful energy. Lucky stars, gratitude is going to be very important. Having that state of gratitude, being in that feeling of gratitude, being in that feeling of abundance, of overflow, and really tuning in to, just how much you do have, instead of focusing for some on what they don't have. Okay. That is going to be a huge thing. Gratitude. Thank you. Those could be your mantras. I am so grateful. I have such a grateful, joy-filled heart. My heart is so full of love. I'm so abundant. Everything around me always works out perfectly. Everything is just amazing for me, even in those moments when it may not be, because you do have some instances here, lucky stars, where it may be a little bit challenging. All right. Now, with that gratitude card, you also have the Knight of Cups coming in here. And with the Knight of Cups is this reminder, is this this knowing, or this trusting within, kind of chivalrous acts, that that everything can show up for you as it is meant to. Everything is able to unfold as long as you allow. There is this energy where you, for some of you, might be seeking connection, or really may wear your heart on your sleeve. And what is coming through here, lucky stars, is that, that gratitude, that abundance, that feeling of thankfulness, that feeling of fulfillment that you can move into, that you can switch into, that you can shift into, is really going to be pertinent for you. It really is. Focusing on what you do have, instead of working so hard to defend what you don't have or why you don't have it, is going to be very pivotal for you, lucky stars. Now you also have that Nine of Wands coming in here, and this is really reminding you, even when things feel a little dark or a little challenging or a little tough, to stay resilient with those grateful thoughts, with that grateful heart, and with those feelings of abundance and overflow. When we are kind of closed off or in a lax state, mind, it's very difficult for things to come in, for us to see all of the amazing things that are showing up, are appearing, are manifesting within our reality. So stay resilient, because you are right on the verge of that success, of seeing, of noticing, of really having this epiphany, that word isn't coming out right. Hopefully you understand what I'm putting out there. If you will, you are on the verge of it, but you need to stay resilient within that gratitude, within that thankful heart. Yes, there'll be bad days. Yes, there'll be thoughts that aren't beneficial. If you can really, 1% more, 1% more, 1% more, or 1% improvement really, really can shift the trajectory of your life, Lucky Stars. So Spirit is coming through here, just reminding you, but also asking you to really focus in on that gratitude, really focus in on that abundance. Remember, what you feed or what you give attention to tends to be what shows up. Now, you also have the Five of Wands coming in here. And with that Five of Wands, there may be some challenges within this. Of course, if we didn't have challenges, if everything was all super easy and everything came to us without any kind of conflict or challenge, if everything just happened so perfectly, we would get bored. We would get bored, Lucky Stars. So Spirit is reminding you that this won't be without challenges, because life is not without challenges. There needs to be challenges, even though we are not fond of them, even though we often don't like it, or change that needs to come through that sometimes we really, really resist. It would be such a boring, dull life without those challenges, without those obstacles, without the things that really enliven us and really open up for us to evolve, for us to really grow, to learn. If we didn't have all that, we would all just be so freaking bored. If things were that easy, right? And we get to believe, we get to know, we get to understand that things can be easy for us, that there can be a grace about it. That is definitely true, Lucky Stars. But everything just falling in our lap all the time, all the time, all the time, we would be so bored, and we would never grow. We would definitely be the very bratty, if you will, kind of uh, individuals of the society. We would just, there wouldn't be any reason for growth. There wouldn't be any reason for really striving, or for really, really, putting our best foot forward, because everything would show up and that would be so boring. So Spirit is reminding you that within this gratitude, within this moving into that abundance overflow state, there may be obstacles, there may be challenges. Those are there, Lucky Stars, for you to be able to rise up to, not to shy away from. So be sure that, if something comes up, if somebody is, rude to you while you're driving, or at the grocery store, or at work, or within, your life, don't take things so personally. Let yourself have that gratitude. Let yourself have that thankful heart. And if you need to in the moment, let yourself fume just a little bit, but don't hold on to it. Let go of it. Just have that understanding. Yep, I'm going to let myself be a little bit upset or angry for whatever, but I'm not going to allow this to take my power away. I'm not going to feed this. I'm not going to continue on with this. I'm not going to sit in this. I can say that I'm upset, or I can, be upset. I could even say a few curse words, but then it's gone. It's over. It's done with. I don't hold on to it. I do what I need to do if I need to. Let go of it, right? And then it's done. It's over with. I move on, move back into that state of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have such a grateful, honest, joyful heart, right? That sort of thing, Lucky Stars, because otherwise holding on to that, whatever it is, could create, pockets of time where you're unhappy, or you are in a lack state when it doesn't have to be, okay? Now, you also have the King of Pentacles coming in here. And with that King of Pentacles is this energy of having that overflow. Now, a lot of times with the Pentacles, it's material overflow, but overflow can be in any form. So just having that overflow, having that abundant mindset is what Spirit is putting through here with this King of Pentacles. Really, really allow yourself to stew in that space. Lucky stars, we are very much conditioned to look towards the negative. If we think about a lot of social media, if we think a lot about the newspaper articles, if we think about the news itself, a lot of times the stuff that we are being given, the stuff that we are being told, the stuff that we are being sold, in fact, falls onto a negative side, onto a lack-based side. So with this King of Pentacles, Spirit is really saying, feed the overflow, feed the abundance, feed the positive. Allow that to supersede all of the rest. If you need to tune out of social media, if you need to tune out of the news, if you need to tune out of, the newspapers and the articles that are printed, right? Negativity sells. We are conditioned to focus toward that, but you can condition yourself, lucky stars, to focus towards the positive, the gratitude, the love, the overflow, the abundance. You can switch, you can shift, you can train yourself to focus towards all of that instead. And Spirit is indicating that really, with the trying times in the world right now, that is where we need to begin to place our focus so we can shift the whole collective. If enough of us do it, we can create a shift. Focus on the gratitude that you feel. Focus on the abundance. Focus on the manifestations that you are creating, that you are calling in, lucky stars. Even if they haven't manifested yet, focus on them as if it is already here. Okay. Wow. Powerful, powerful here. Now you also have the Seven of Wands coming in here. Isn't that super interesting? As you continue to do this, lucky stars, you're going to kind of begin to create these wands. You're going to begin to kind of gather these wands, if you will, and you will see that growth and that movement. This is really, really just a gorgeous, powerful reading here, lucky stars. You will begin to see that growth and that movement. You will begin to see those shifts. Spirit is indicating that this will take practice. This will take repetition, especially for some of us that have, lived in an environment, which we all have, where we're conditioned to that negativity, or where we have had, people within our lives saying things since childhood that really kind of go against that gratitude, that feeling of thankfulness, that feeling of overflow, that feeling of abundance, that feeling of being powerful and being the creator and or co-creator with Spirit within your own life. So as this begins to unfold here, lucky stars, there may be some stagnant moments. There may be some challenges. There may be some obstacles to work through. All of this does create growth for you to be resilient, for you to really be able to stick to the path, stick to what it is. Of course, there may be slip ups. Of course, there may be, times where you may take a step backwards. All of that is part of the process. All of that is just part of the way that it works. We do go backwards from time to time. What Spirit is indicating, though, is to really get back on course. Once you notice maybe that you have taken a step back, or if you've slipped a little bit, to really get back on course, move back into that overflow, that feeling of abundance, that feeling of manifestation. Your manifestation is already here. Lucky stars, reminding yourself, my manifestation is already here. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so lucky. I'm so full of joy. I'm so appreciative, right? There's just overflow and abundance all around me. I'm always seeing it. It's always showing up. It's always showing up for me in the perfect time. Everything works out perfectly. And that movement will be there. It has to show up, okay? Wow, what a gorgeous, gorgeous reading. Now you also have the Two of Cups coming in here. And with this Two of Cups, Spirit is bringing through this message that you and Spirit are in fact co-creators. You are working together. You are working together. Spirit really wants you to remember that here, lucky stars. You are not alone in this journey, in this life, and on this path. You are not alone. Spirit, universe, God, whatever resonates for you, you are working as a team. You are working in unison for your highest good, lucky stars. There is that connection. And sometimes we shy away from that connection. Sometimes we really, aren't interested in that sort of connection. But even in those moments, Spirit is still there with you, still connected with you, and still working for your highest good, lucky stars. Sometimes that highest good doesn't feel that way in the moment. That doesn't mean that it's not. And Spirit just really wants you to remember that they are always there with you, that they always have a mutual respect and a mutual passion, if you will, in the most loving way for the way that your life turns out. What a freaking fabulous reading. Wow, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.